Fast News alert, the U.S. military is on high alert as Iran signals it could carry out a strike on Israel in coming days. Iran's supreme leader says when they attacked our consulate area, it was like they attacked our territory. The evil regime must be punished, and it will be punished. Tensions hit a new high after an IDF airstrike killed a top Iranian general in Syria last week. South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace sits on the House Armed Services Committee, and she joins me now. Congresswoman, good morning to you. This attack by Iran is considered inevitable by senior intel officials. What are you hearing about this? What should we know about it?
Well, it is inevitable when you have weakness in the White House, because what we're seeing before our eyes live, Joe Biden marching the United States into war in the Middle East. He's played footsie with Iran. He's played both sides with Iran. And the United States has a moral obligation, because of our support for democracy, our support for Israel. We have a moral obligation to support Israel. But it wasn't too long ago when Donald Trump was president and our enemies feared him. This would never happen under Donald Trump, because when Iran did misbehave, he took out Soleimani. He killed the nuclear deal with Iran. There was peace through strength, because there was strength in the White House and our enemies feared him. This is what weakness looks like. But
there's also concern, Congresswoman, that this attack might not just target Israel. It could also target American assets in the region. And if this comes directly from Iran, not its proxies, then what?
Well, right. That is the million-dollar question. But we've already seen Iranian proxies attack United States troops in the Middle East. We've seen the Houthis. We've seen folks aligned with Iran trying to harm U.S. soldiers, putting them in harm's way. But again, this is why November is so important. We don't want to be in war in the Middle East. We don't want to be in war anywhere. And while this is happening, the left is flailing over Russia because of the situation in Ukraine. And it's a really unstable world out there, which is why we need a stronger leader as president of the United States.
Yeah, President Biden commented about this Iran threat to Israel yesterday. Take a listen to what he had to say. All right, well, I can read it for you because we're having a little trouble with that soundbite. But he said, we also want to address the Iranian threat to launch a signal that we're threatening a significant attack on Israel. As I told Prime Minister Netanyahu, our commitment to Israel's security against these threats from Iran and its proxies is ironclad. So he says that. We're showing a picture of him shaking Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's hand there. But he also did an interview with Univision, Congresswoman, a few days ago. And he described Netanyahu's war policy as a mistake, adding, I don't agree with this approach. This near-daily criticism of Israel is clearly a political calculation. But beyond politics, what sort of effect does this rhetoric have when it comes to the war itself?
Well, it weakens Israel's position, quite frankly. And what you just saw there was Joe Biden playing both sides, also demanding, ceasefires, criticizing Israel and their leader, shows weakness in the region for the United States, even though we have a moral obligation to support them. So this weakens our position, weakens our allies in the region, and makes Iran feel emboldened, which is what we're seeing today.
So, Congresswoman, there's also a lot going on with FISA, and you were one of 19 Republicans to vote no on advancing this surveillance bill that allows the government to track the communications of suspected terrorists. Why were you a no vote on that one?
Well, we need to have a real discussion, debate, and reform to FISA. I am a constitutionalist, constitutional conservative, and we should not be spying on American citizens, law-abiding American citizens, without a warrant. And that's what this is about at the end of the day. What you're seeing yesterday with the 19 Republicans, and then what you'll see continue today, is a negotiation of how we move forward on FISA. This does not, in my opinion, put it into jeopardy, but also we are demanding, that this be reformed with real reforms that protect all Americans. And that's what this is about at the end of the day. We had this opportunity to kill the bill yesterday. That's what we did. And we're in negotiations today on how we move forward with more reform.
So what does the path forward to FISA, this FISA program look like? You have FBI Director Christopher Wray say that it's critical that this does pass. And it is true that if a suspected terrorist is talking to an American overseas, that communication can get swept up in along with the suspected terrorist communication. But there are already laws in place that say that you do need a warrant to then investigate that American citizen.
Correct.
What this new thing that Republicans are trying to pass now would essentially add a second warrant onto that. So where does your concern lie here?
Well, the last person I trust on warrantless spying of American citizens is Christopher Wray. I don't want to hear how serious he is about national security when the Biden administration has a wide open border. They're letting evil people in every single day, including terrorists on the terrorist watch list. They won't shut it down. They won't do anything with regards to national security at the southern border. He's the last person I'm going to listen to on national security. But what we ought to do is make sure that citizens are not being spied on illegally. There are FISA court abuses. We know that they exist. Hundreds of thousands of abuses have existed over the years. And we need to make sure that we protect the rights of all American citizens while at the same time protecting our nation's sovereignty and our nation's security.
Congresswoman Mace, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.